Salaki brothers, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash.
Double honor to our apostle and elders, a great millstone, teaching us the truth according to the Bible rule well, and peace and blessings so like to the nation of Israel. You brothers back up some. We had technical difficulties starting off, but we already in the flow of the Spirit. We need to keep it pushing. Salaki for not being able to go live this weekend.
Is that the actual camera? Is that the actual camera? Resolution?
I think it's just...
Or it's just your lens? It might be your lens, right? Okay. Okay, that's kind of blurry.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
It's Proverbs chapter 28, verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool.
Yeah, and what's your heart? Your heart is your mind. So he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. Why is he a fool? Because he doesn't fear the God of the Bible. But you can get that next. Okay?
But whosoever walketh wisely, he shall be delivered.
So he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. This man is walking through his own understanding. He doesn't fear the God of the Bible. So he is down to do anything. He'll have sex with another man's woman, He'll go out and he get pork, shrimp, crab, lobster because he thinks it's right in his own mind. Read it one more time.
It's Proverbs chapter 28, verse 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whosoever walketh wisely shall be delivered.
Yeah, be delivered from what? All trouble. Be delivered from the lies of this world, to be delivered from the upcoming judgments that this world is going to have come upon them. And ultimately, we're trying to be delivered from those ICBM nuclear missiles. And how do you walk wisely? By fearing the God of the Bible. Get Proverbs 1:7. And you got and then get those who walking wisely shall be delivered. There's one more or something. Go ahead, get it?
It's Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai is the beginning of knowledge.
Yeah, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai is the beginning of knowledge. So when you come back and fear the God of the Bible, that is a very wise thing to do. That's when the Lord starts to tell you, He starts to it's up with you. He starts telling you the things that you should do, you shouldn't do.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction. The wisdom and instruction is coming out of the Holy Scriptures. And that's only going to be allotted to them that fear the God of the Bible. Like I was going into how you should diet yourself, because eating those abominable foods, what does that bring? Joint pain. That brings high inflammation, to where you're putting more hell in yourself. That brings parasites. Brothers, watch out on the camera, right? For sure.
It's Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai is the beginning of knowledge.
Ain't no I'm sitting right here.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
And fools despise wisdom and instruction, So only a fool is not going to fear the God of the Bible. So the fools of our people, the ones who are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, you brothers get that Hosea 4:6, for sure. They are going to be destroyed, Why? Because they have no direction. They have no pathway of how they're supposed to live their life.
So Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Who's the Lord's people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, That's the Lord's people. That's who the Lord is dealing with. And they are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. If brother can look at that word lack, that's, it says the lack of knowledge. They're lacking the knowledge of the Scriptures. Which one of you brothers got my phone?
You gave it to me? Oh, you got it. I was saying no.
This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
And I got a definition of lack. It says the state of being without or not having enough of something. They don't have enough guidance in their lives. They don't have enough Look, they don't have enough guidance. Get Jeremiah 3:15, bro. Because the Lord has set up men to guide our people. You know?
You know, God not people. Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
You know.
The leaders of our people calls them to earth.
Because
You finish Hosea 4:6 first.
because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Read from top.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
So the Lord's people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They don't have enough of this knowledge to sustain themselves, to know what to do, how to live profitable lives. You know? That's why they live in this lifestyle that America promotes. That's why they're all into the bread and circus. They're all into feeding their flesh all day. They don't know what the Galatians say. He that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. You know? They don't know that the end of that road that they're on is a path full of destruction. Because no one is really guiding them, you know? Well, they are being guided, like you said, by, you know, the wicked of our people, by the so-called white men, but they don't have the correct guide. They don't have the right guide to lead them onto righteousness.
It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
And they reject knowledge. They reject the knowledge of the scriptures. Because we come out here to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai week in and week out and give our people the word. We give our people the understanding. We tell our people what is well pleasing in the sight of the Lord, but they reject that.
Got a quick precept.
Okay.
2 Timothy 4:3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
And sound, that word sound goes back to wholesome, you know? So these wholesome words, these wholesome words of the Lord that the Lord has his men speaking in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, they are not going to endure. They don't want anything to do with it.
It says, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Is the point. Verse 4, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables.
Yeah, actually, can you read the whole thing again? There was a lot in there.
Yeah.
It's all really good.
2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
Yeah, sound doctrine, the way of life, how you're supposed to live on the earth, go ahead, which is promoted by the Holy Scriptures.
Yep.
And really, they're promoted by the Holy Scriptures, but the correct men gotta be teaching them. You know?
It says, but after their own lust.
But after their own lust,
Yep.
oh, that don't feel good. That don't sound right. You know, I love to eat pork.
Right.
You know, every time someone tells me they don't eat pork, you know, they be like, but I still eat bacon though. You know, I love my bacon. You know, that's going after their own lust. You know, the Buddha, the Christian church doesn't tell you that that you have to hold yourself to a certain standard. You know,
Right.
just love your neighbor as yourself and ask the Lord for forgiveness, and you'll make it into heaven. You know, that's what they promote.
It says, 2 Timothy 4:3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
Yeah, after their own lust shall they
It says heap to themselves having itching ears.
teachers having
Itching ears.
having itching ears.
Yeah.
You know, things that sound good.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that.
Let me hear that again. What? You said what? Let me hear
That's
that.
why they be in the church. What they say? That's right. They say like, oh man, or I can't. You know, I mean,
Preach, Pastor.
preach. Yeah, exactly.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yeah. Come on, brothers. I was watching TV, Jake's, and everybody was in the church. Everybody in the church was heaping and hollering, you know, and it sounded good to them, you know. Whatever.
That brings on. Finish that. Verse 4, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth.
And they shall turn away their ears from hearing the truth. That's why you see our people that when they you know, they walking up the street, you know, they might cross the street, but they pass them in the Lord. You know, they don't want to get this understanding.
That's right.
They have turned away. They have turned down the path, that wide gate, the path of destruction.
It says,
Really, Jake doesn't like being told what to do, you know? And when you're as an Israelite, you have to be instructed. You mean what? You're gonna be told what to do in righteousness, though. You know.
It says, 2 Timothy 4:4 says, "It shall be turned unto fables."
Yeah, fables, a lie. You know, they teach you in school. Oh, fable. A fable is a story that's just made up. You know, and if something that's made up isn't gonna profit you. You know, if we tell you go down the street and there's a pot of gold. You know, you go down there. You don't find the pot of gold. That was a fable. You just wasted your time. That time that you wasted going all the way, traveling 20 miles down the street, you gotta walk there though. You can't drive there. You know, that isn't gonna profit you anything.
That was
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, the Lord is going to reject you. So look, the Lord is stretching his hand out, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to repent by way of his prophets. But Lord, we're going to go back to that Proverbs 1:20. And you rejected it. So when death and destruction comes upon you, when you need something from the God of the Bible, when you need the Lord's protection, the Lord's going to reject you. But first, the Lord is rejecting you by you getting this knowledge. A lot of our people have been rejected because over 2,000 years ago, and really in the wilderness, when you were tempted to see whether you were going to trust in the Lord or not, you refused him. You rejected the God of the Bible. So the Lord is going to reject you, and has rejected you. Look at our state of our people. Look at Dwayne Wade.
You know what's crazy about that situation? Here it is, the kid doesn't know anything about life or anything, but yet he knows he wants to be a girl. You can't vote, you can't do certain things until a certain age, but yet you could be that young and then you can set a lifestyle for your life for the rest of your life at that age. That makes no sense.
But look at it like this. You have these professional athletes, or, you might hear a documentary, my dad put the gloves on me at 1 year old, I was watching that Floyd Mayweather documentary. His dad, really, you are what your parent wants you to be. Exactly. Especially if you start at a young age. If your parents want you to learn a certain language, you're going to learn that language. So really, that was pushed out on them, or it, we'll leave it at that. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. But it was pushed out on them. So
he's a man, he's a boy.
He's a boy.
Well, he's a man, 12 years old. He's 12, so he's a man, but he's, turned over into that lifestyle. One was the first chapter.
Yep. That creature.
What's crazy is Dwayne Wade's ex-wife, which is the mother, she still recognizes him as a son, whereas Dwayne Wade wants to go up and say, "Oh, I accept him as my daughter."
Confusion. Zion to Zaya. He had a righteous name, man. Zion.
Yeah, bro?
It says, "I will reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me."
Yeah, that's why people can't teach our people anything, because the priest is one who teaches the law. So our people, they're not priests of the Lord. They're not teaching their neighbor, the law, how to live. They're teaching them another doctrine, which is just a lie.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
Yeah, what? And when they said crucify him, talking about Lord Yahushai, let his blood be upon us, that's the Lord rejecting them. They are their children coming back in their reincarnation. That's why you got bums on the street. That's why you got Trayvon Martin's getting shot. Hands up, don't shoot. Eric Gardner's. Yep. Because why? That's their judgment. That's their judgment for rejecting the Lord, so the Lord is rejecting them. Where were you going? That was it, right? What was the other precept?
This is Matthew's and Jeremiah.
Get Jeremiah 3.
This Jeremiah 3:15.
I think it was me.
It's all good. It says, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
Yeah, so the Lord's gonna give a pastor a spiritual guide. So that's what if we look at that word out, a pastor is a spiritual guide, according to his heart, according to his mind. So if it's according to the Lord's mind, that means it's righteousness. It's right. Get Proverbs 30 and 5. Because where do you find the mind of the Lord? These scriptures.
It's Proverbs chapter 30,
Yeah,
verse 5.
Yeah.
Read it real quick.
All right. Every word of the Most High is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him.
Yeah. So every word of the Most High is pure. They're holy. They're righteous. And the Lord is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. The Lord's going to shield you from these false doctrines, so that you don't be taken away. The Lord is going to protect you from calamities, different things throughout your day-to-day life. Whether it be a close call, when it comes to a car accident, or whatever it may be.
This is Jeremiah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I got precept. This is Sirach 15 and 3. It says, with the bread of understanding shall she